Hello, this is Research Assistant Rockwell, and welcome to the SCP File Report. Here, I will cover SCP documents, from the mundane to the murders and the files as they're presented in. Let's get started. Item number SCP-038. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedure. SCP-038 is to be watered twice per day via overhead mister. Should the mister break for any reason, attendants should water SCP-038 by hand until it has been fixed. Lighting is provided by computer-controlled lighting array. Attendants watering SCP-038 by hand and maintenance personnel fixing mister or lighting should wear hazmat suits to prevent accidental cloning. Description: SCP-038 was found on an abandoned farm in Redacted, New York in 19redacted. It was at first thought to be a common apple tree. However, upon closer inspection, it became apparent that SCP-038 was growing things other than apples, and in fact, other than fruit. SCP-038 has the ability to clone any object that touches its bark. Objects begin growing almost instantaneously and reach maturity within a matter of minutes. A weight limit of 90.9 kilograms or 200 pounds per object has been previously recorded. Objects that SCP-038 have thus far cloned include apples, oranges, watermelons, eggplants, candy bars, snack foods, see Addendum Number 1, televisions, toasters, laptops, keys, see Addendum Number 2, chairs, wine, DVD, CDs, see Addendum Number 3, cats, dogs, and people. Human and animal cloning through SCP-038 is not recommended as they appear to age quickly. The majority of these clones live on average 2 weeks. After thorough examination of the deceased clones, it has been determined that they have begun to ferment before death. Object is currently held on Site-23, and there are currently no plans to move it. Addendum Number 1. Dr. Klein has requested that personnel discontinue the cloning of items from the vending machines. See Document Number 338-1. Addendum Number 2. Dr. Klein has requested that personnel discontinue the cloning of personal items. See Document Number 338-1. Addendum Number 3. Dr. Klein has requested that personnel discontinue the cloning of movies and music. See Document Number 338-1. Addendum Number 4. Dr. Klein has requested that personnel discontinue the cloning of cans of Miller, Budweiser, and Foster's. Dr. Klein has furthermore expressed customary disapproval of the quality of such clone items. See Document Number 338-1B. Document Number 338-1. I would like to remind all personnel that SCP-038 is not, I repeat, not a toy. It should not be used for cloning car keys, movies, music, or items from the vending machines. If this behavior continues, I will be forced to limit access to SCP-038. Dr. Klein. Document Number 338-2. It has been noted that SCP-038 is able to clone SCP-500. However, such pills only work 30% of the time, with chance of successful healing dropping as time since clone increases. In 60% of cases where infection is permanent, symptoms of infection remain, though further infection is neutralized. SCP-038 Partial Testing Log. Select experiments only. For full test records and report, contact affiliated researchers for authorization. Date: November 8th. Date redacted. Intent: confirmation of mass limit. Investigation into consequences of exceeding limit. Summary of test results. 400-pound steel ingot made contact with the outer bark of SCP-038. Chamber vacated as a precaution. Cloned ingot grew at typical speed, but growth halted abruptly short of completion. Examination of the end of the aborted facsimile revealed a rough, textured superficially resembling a miniature-scale tree bark. Item detached from SCP-038 as typical, and was subsequently found to weigh 90.91 kilograms, or almost precisely 200 pounds. Date: November 8th. Date redacted. Intent: investigation into duplication of non-biological animate matter. Summary of test results. SCP-173, deemed a suitable test subject because of his lack of verifiable life processes, introduced into containment chamber by Class D personnel. Contact made with the outer bark of SCP-038, and SCP-173 returned immediately to containment. SCP-173 facsimile began development at typical speed beginning at the point of contact. As consistent with previous results, growth halted at the 200-pound threshold, in this case terminating development after replication of the head, right arm, and partial upper torso. Class D test subject was ordered to break eye contact with the clone. When test subject eventually blinked, no movement was observed in the clone material. Extinguishing and re-establishment of containment chamber light supply revealed no apparent reaction from clone material. Experiment concluded. During storage of clone portion of SCP-173, it was observed that the partial facsimile was in fact making violent gestures at a dramatically slower rate. Movement was shown to continue regardless of state of observation.